Hello everyone, I'm a little bit crook, a little bit sick wearing this so people don't catch anything from me. Well, I'll maybe take it off because people can't understand what I'm saying otherwise. But it's Collingwood and Carlton tomorrow night, so let's kick it off.
Brent Sanderson and Nathan Buckley.
Collingwood star Jordan De Goey has been charged with indecent assault.
I tell you what, down there at Collingwood, it just gets worse and worse. We're into Collingwood Watch. Over the off-season, we had lots of news for Collingwood. All of it bad. Starts off with stuff like this.
Once considered football's glamour couple, Nathan Buckley and wife Tanya have split.
We also had Jeff Walsh, the GM of football at Collingwood, retire. He got out of there before he knew what was coming. We also had stuff like this.
I will stand down at the end of next year and I'll spend the rest of my time as president of this club, setting up a new era of Collingwood.
Now, that was in December last year, but it all went downhill from there.
Collingwood has vowed to adopt all the recommendations outlined in an independent report which unearthed a culture of systemic racism at the club.
Now, this could have been handled correctly and properly, but Eddie said this.
This is an historic and proud day for the Collingwood Football Club.
Oh my goodness, and because he said the word proud.
But in my opening, I got it wrong. I said it was a proud day for Collingwood, and I shouldn't have.
He tried to fix it all up, but it all went downhill, and he had this to say a couple of days later.
Tonight to breaking news on Eddie Maguire. His time as president of the Collingwood Football Club is over.
Eddie Maguire has relinquished his vice-like grip on the Collingwood presidency.
An emotional Eddie Maguire has announced his immediate resignation as Collingwood president.
Today, effective immediately, I step down from the presidency of the Collingwood Football Club.
If only he had kept his mouth shut.
Thank you, Jason. That's a very good point you make.
Oh, very good. And some things at Collingwood never change.
I must pop down to the chemist, get your pills.
I don't want any pills.
Of course you do, because you get the collywobbles.
Even international superstars were getting involved. Shawn Mendes, he wrote this song about Collingwood last year.
I wondered, wouldn't it be nice to live inside a world that isn't black and white?
We also found songs like this. We went through the archives and found songs like this also about Collingwood. But there is stuff for Collingwood fans to laugh about. This was Alistair Clarkson at the end of last week's game against Essendon.
You pick the three debutants. Connor Downey doesn't get a run in the end. I mean, how does that sit with you, just in terms of philosophically about a guy not playing in his debut?
Did someone mention KFC?
He's quite the comedian, is that Alistair Clarkson. Hey, let's get back into Collingwood because we haven't finished yet.
But we start with the Magpies and their plight. Plenty to unpack here.
That was on Footy Classified during the week. It's just bad news for Collingwood. So that means it's looking great for Carlton. And of course, it is good news for both Carlton and Collingwood this weekend.
It's a goal the AFL has been chasing, and today the state government gave the go-ahead, increasing capacity from 50 to 75% in the stands, all in time for the start of round 2.
That is very good news. Speaking of good news, Mark Judice back in January had this to say.
We think we're very, very well placed to play finals.
And Mark Judice, I should point out, is the Carlton president. Hey, here's another song about Collingwood. It's just not going well for Collingwood down there. But of course, it's Carlton and Collingwood tomorrow night. And here's some of the ins and outs for Carlton and Collingwood.
Carlton veteran Eddie Betts will miss tomorrow night's crucial match against Collingwood.
Zach Williams in for his first game for the club. Jack Martin also missed the loss to Richmond due to calf soreness.
And Steel Bottom is in for Collingwood. So tomorrow night it's Carlton and Collingwood. And I say, go Carlton! Go!